Hey guys, so continuing the metal fan testing. This is we think, an earlier silver line.
Or bronze line.
Bronze line, excuse me.
Yeah.
However, it is much better than some of the other bronze line variations that we've come across over the years. It really seems to be a well-made fan for being steel and steel. So Metal Pete's going to demonstrate it for us. Let me make sure the mic stand meter is... Yeah, it's in the shot. Okay.
In the shot.
Let's go.
I'm going to do 0 to high. I'm going to watch.
You could probably pull it back some and it would still be in the shot. You want to try? So you don't have to look so...
It was like 1.01 is
okay, never mind. I was wrong.
Tell me when it's
That's fine.
In the shot?
Yeah, it's in the shot.
Okay. Takes a while to get up to speed.
Yeah.
But once it does, it's flying. It's...
No kidding. It's moving plenty of air.
Takes a little while to get up to speed with
Steel
the steel.
usually does, yeah. You still got to find that Firestone with the unions in it.
Oh, yeah. I've done a distance test. I go back here to do it. Wow. I mean, this is like... It's either touching gold line or at gold line at this distance here.
That's pretty impressive for steel and steel.
Yeah, if you want to feel, check this out.
No, I can tell just from here.
Yeah? Alright, well. But yeah, it does feel like gold line.
Yeah.
It's beyond K55. I mean, of course, you feel the air at more distance.
Right.
And not necessarily up at it like you would think a fan does, so...
No, I'm feeling a good breeze at this distance.
Yeah, what's the final current draw? Is 0.72, and that's...
Same as the SFC, huh?
Yeah, or also the same as a modern gold line.
Yeah, we got a theme going.
Basically. Your spin down, it's going to be a long one.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I'm glad we found a way to prop the camera. Because I've had a very long day.
Yep.
We,
Or if you want to shoot this other Union gold line, you've been wanting to shoot that
Which one? The one you repainted?
Yes.
Let's not do that one today.
All right.
Let's either do the Key Largo or the redone polished aluminum or both.
Okay.
And then, we'll see where we're at time-wise. You've obviously got to work in the morning. I have an early morning. And I didn't really get any sleep last night, so because we traveled through the night.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but I told you, a long spin down with those.
yeah, no kidding. It seems like it's still on, even.
Yeah.
So the St. Vinny's in, I think, Kenosha has gold lines.
Modern gold lines?
No, the older plunger canopy version. So 3 rivet blades.
Like down there, these... Oh, like one of these guys here.
Probably, I can't see it from here.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of these guys gave me. Yeah. Basically, this is still the bulky motor.
That came from me?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Where did I get them?
You said the Armory.
Oh, in Appleton. Yeah, I remember driving up to Appleton.
Yeah, and then you gave me them both, and I used one of them in my bedroom at times.
You did. I remember that now.
For a while.
Yeah, I forgot about those, man.
It's not filming, or just the light go out?
Yeah, I turned the light off, I think. Did it just go off on its own?
Yeah.
Interesting. It's still filming.
Okay, still recording, good. But told you, long spin down.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying the Ascension, though.
Yeah, those are great fans.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm really glad they came out with that, you know? It's the, there's now 2 industrials being sold that are reminiscent of vintage fans. The Gold Line, which is very reminiscent of the older Gold Lines, and then the Ascension, which is very reminiscent of really any 4-bladed industrial, but it makes me think of like a 4-bladed Pro Line more than anything.
Actually, I think the blade shape is like a Dayton Lasco.
The blade shape is very similar to a Dayton Lasco, absolutely.
Yeah. Wow, that's
a long spin down.
That's good bearings right there.
Well, it's heavy blades is what it is.
That too. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bearings would have to be in pretty good shape too.
I remember Reese's 5-blade Hunter original. We tested it here.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Come on, let's hurry up and stop already." I'm like, well, you got a good fan. It's got good bearings.
Right.
It was a wood-bladed Hunter original, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you got good bearings.
Sometimes, you know, the Hunter originals, sometimes those will stop right away if the bearings are gummed up. You know,
right.
The bearings are still good, they're just gummed up.
Right, but his was in great shape, and they were definitely...
Yeah. So this was one of several fans that I pulled out of an old Century Foods grocery store that was being converted to a church.
Oh, yeah.
And there was one of these, a bunch of silver lines, a couple of, like, newer bronze liney things.
Yeah.
I don't remember all what they were, but most of them were not. This was the most interesting fan in the lot.
Yeah, and this was the Century Foods got a really high ceiling or not?
No, Century Foods grocery stores usually don't.
There were some that did.
Yeah, you're right. I remember some.
Ones, yeah.
But like they usually had silver lines or the contacts that look like silver lines.
Yeah, if they were those sheet metal ceilings, but then there were several Century Foods with the tiled ceiling.
Yeah, these came out of the tile ceiling type.
Okay. I remember in Menominee Falls, there was a Century Foods there. Now it's a Piggly Wiggly, but before it had wing tats like the Brat Stop type.
Yeah.
It had those.
There's one around here somewhere that still has those, somewhere in the greater Milwaukee area.
Oh, I know. I've been to it. I filmed them.
They got like a gold line mixed in?
Yeah, actually, I don't think there was a gold line. No, they were the alien, they're the spaceship motor.
There's somewhere in the greater Milwaukee area is a Century Foods that's got a bunch of tats, a couple gold lines, and a couple Daytons.
Oh, this one wasn't that. This was just those wing tats. Like the
yeah, we should find that one too then. I don't know. I think I filmed and then they asked me to stop filming.
Finally, here's the decade box.
Okay. I'm going to guess it's going to start on 3.
1, 2. Is that 2? Did it start? 3.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, it's going.
Come on!
I think that's going to stall. It's going. Does not look like it's going to stall.
I don't know. I hope that it doesn't just so that I can be right, but...
No.
Uh-oh.
That gonna stall?
Yep.
Okay. It did go, but it's still...
Yeah.
Here's 4.
So close. So I gotta just start adding 1 to all my guesses.
Okay, so here's 4. And it's 0.19, of course. That's... And here's 5. Doing on 5. Yeah, typical low-speed curve draw.
Yeah.
Still a little slow for a industrial low speed. I would prefer that at least.
I know.
At least that's slow enough for a low, but I mean, if you're going to use an industrial for, air movement, it's just not practical. Although here's 6. Do it on 6.3. Here's 7. And here's 8. See, now it's going at the same speed as the butterfly.
Yep, and they're both on 8, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, this is 8. So I think I remember determining an 8, 12, 20 on this. Here's 9. 10. And here's 11. And I'm going to stop on 12. Here's 12. Yeah, that definitely...
That's a very usable medium.
Yeah.
I would argue that's probably a little fast for a medium low, but...
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But, you know, if you were to put this on a learning remote...
It'd be, yeah.
You could. What you could do just to get reasonable speeds on a learning remote, flip the capacitors.
Yep.
Just so that 7, it would be reasonable and not stall.
Yep.
And then still get 12 for medium like this.
Yep. We've done that a lot in the museum where we just switch the capacitors. And I wish I would have thought of that a long time ago because it's easier than trying to add a capacitor.
Yeah. Okay, here's 13. 14. 15. Okay, it's getting close to high there.
Yeah. Awfully close.
16.
Still under.
17.
I'll tell you when we go over.
18.
We're close.
19. And here's 20.
Still not over, but we're awfully close.
Yep, point
So I think 8, 12, 20, I think 8, 12, 20 might be too close for high. You want to hit the high switch and see?
Yes.
There's a difference, but
not enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so 21. Am I still?
You're good.
22. I'm
You're still good.
23.
Still good. I'll let you know what. 24 is the same. So see if you go over with 25.
Well, that's right at the money with high. That's 25. 26.
Now you're over.
Okay. Alright.
So let's see how it does with ye old solid of state.
Yep.
You have the plans to hang this one anywhere?
Sure. It could eventually even go there at one point.
It could. I think this makes a good, like, friend's shop fan or something like that. Like, if you had a friend that needed an industrial.
Yeah, that too.
You know, it's not cool enough to worry about, you know, loaning out, but it's also, like, too cool to be like, I'm just going to part it out or give it away or whatever, you know?
Right. Yeah. This could actually, or band room fan of someone else's.
Yeah?
I could, yeah.
You could start talking to the other bands in this area and see if they want you to put fans in their spaces.
Oh, yeah. But that also would require me to take that up with, you know.
Not if you just did it like you did the Beckwith.
Oh, yeah.
Just do it with a cord and learning remote.
Yeah. Could do that.
Just make sure they unplug it when the room's not in use.
Yeah. All right, here is the solid state. I'm going to turn this one off so I can...
Yeah, blenderfan makes a little living room noise on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
It's not outrageous, but it's not silent.
I even had the coat up on that, too. Yeah. And it was pretty quiet. Up a little more.
It's a little noisy, huh?
Yeah. A lot of these industrials are just that way.
Yeah.
Even the Union Gold lines for sure are noisy on solid state.
You're not wrong.
I mean, well, they're in a grocery store. Nobody can hear that.
Especially, you got to remember, most commercial fans used to be in buildings that also had huge ballasts. So the fans hummed. You couldn't hear it over all the hum of either the fluorescent lights or the mercury vapor lights or the metal halide lights.
Yeah.
Now with electronic ballasts, the lights are silent.
Yep.
Like, if you've ever been to, like, a Best Buy or a grocery store or whatever, like, if you go the day before they change to LED and then after they change to LED, like, the difference is night and day sound-wise.
Best Buy is, you know, they had metal halides, and then they changed not to LEDs, but to those fluorescents.
The T5s or the T8s?
Yeah. Yeah. And they're, again, it's the same difference. Menards, the modern Menards, the Menards in Germantown.
Those are all LED.
Yep. They retrofitted the metal halides.
Yep. Some of the older ones are still the metal halides.
Yeah.
Like the one I videoed earlier today in
West
Dallas.
I remember that one also had the paint can shaped lights.
In which one?
The old Menards.
In West Dallas?
Yeah.
I think the one I went to today did not. I think it had the newer lights.
It used to.
Okay.
Just like the Menards on 76th Street. You know, between the...
Is there one that still has the paint can lights, you know, or nah?
No.
I'm sure they're all long gone. Those are probably mercury vapor, so, you know.
Yeah.
But I do remember those.
Yeah, like Kohl's had them.
Yep. Usually 2 on one pole.
Yes. Yeah, it was like a branch arm, you know.
Yep. Yeah?
Not as noisy.
No, it's not terrible. Yeah, even Fanimation, they had metal halide in the warehouse, and then they went to the LED.
Did they?
Yeah, and it's a world of difference.
Well, they actually went to the fluorescence.
No, that's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah.
They went to the T5s, I think.
Yeah.
And, yeah, because it's just the noise from the metal, from the ballasts is just...
I think also, too, remember, those, the aisles are on motion detectors.
Yeah, well, they did that later. They changed... First, they changed from metal halide to T5 or T8 or whatever they are, and then later, when they moved, then they remodeled the warehouse and they moved the shelving. They went to motion sensors.
Okay, because my high school gym, when they did the T5s, I walked into the gym and they turned on, so they are also on that now, as well.
I mean, it's very efficient.
Yeah, that way they can turn off after a while.
Right.
Here's high with solid state. So almost so close, like 0.71,
Yep.
0.72. That's solid state high. Well, that's all the tests, you know. We did 0 to high already.
So, Key Largo next or Shiny?
Yeah. Oh, what?
Shiny.
Oh, probably the Key Largo.
Okay, Key Largo's up next. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.